Hello everyone, it's Dmitry. Well, today it's time to talk about the honing rod. How should we use it? What's the purpose of this device? Let's find out. So, first of all, honing rod is a tool that is intended not to sharpen but to refresh the sharpening that you have on your knife. Because it's clear for all of you, I guess, that when we use the knife, it slowly gets a bit dull. So the cutting edge starts to have small micro defects, and we want to save some time when we need to put the knife in action. So we don't want to use any kind of professional sharpening system, abrasive stones. So we have a simple and quick method that will allow us to remove the micro defects from the cutting edge and refresh the knife to make it cut good as new. It's a well-known fact that there are many kinds of honing rods. They could be short, they could be long, but when we are talking about the material, we have honing rods that are made of metal. Some of them work simply like a metal file. They remove a lot of metal from the knife, and the cutting edge has a very coarse microsaw. Next to them, it will be a metal honing rod with diamond coating. Still, they are very coarse, because the results you will achieve with these honing rods will not last very long, and you will be required to do the same operation of refreshing your cutting edge over and over again. And that's why in our online shop you can purchase a honing rod with a ceramic bond and aluminum oxide as an abrasive element. Aluminum oxide works very smoothly, and the results you can achieve with ceramic are not to be compared with any results after honing rods made of metal. As you may see, this honing rod by TSPROF has a very convenient handle with a safe metal guard. It has two surfaces, one coarse with these ceramic ribs that will allow you to remove defects from your blade of medium and big size, and also it has a smooth section that has a smaller gritness. So on this side the gritness will be 2000 in JIS system, and on the smooth section the gritness is 3000 grit. Now let's talk about how to work with honing rod. Okay, couple of words about the technique itself. I guess some of you saw in the movies or somewhere else people who use the honing rod in a way when they do a lot of movements with a knife along the whole length of the honing rod. Well, this is a bit excessive, because to refresh a cutting edge on your knife, all you need to do is to make just from 6 to 8 moves, and this would be a sufficient amount of effort to put the knife back in action. Now let me show you a very simple example. So we have a knife that feels a bit tired, I guess. As you may see, it doesn't want to cut. So someone clearly made it dull enough, and I guess this knife will require a resharpening. But still, what if I have a situation when I need to use this knife and I want to make it sharp and I need it fast? So I don't want any kind of professional result that will be achieved using the sharpening system. Still, I want to use it. Now let's see how to work with ceramic stick. So what's the method and the easiest way to work with your knife using the honing rod? As you may see, this end of the honing rod lies on the table. Why? Because when you will hold it in your hand, if it's free, then it will shake during the work, and I don't want it. I want to just try to create a homogeneous angle of sharpening. So to set the angle, I simply land the knife on the guard, and it creates an initial angle that I will start. Then I slowly, without any additional pressure, move the cutting edge along the rod. Once I've reached the end of the cutting edge, I will turn the knife, try to catch the inclination to process the cutting edge from the other side, and slowly, without any additional pressure, move the knife back from heel to the tip. Or you may do it reverse, but in this case it will be a bit more difficult to hold the knife at the same angle. Small life hack for those of you who will use this method: in case somewhere I feel that there is a defect on the edge, I may work there a bit longer on both sides to remove this defect. Or if we have a bent cutting edge somewhere, you will feel it, then simply make an angle and move the knife backwards. In this case, you will be straightening the metal that was bent. When I told you about from 6 to 8 moves, I wasn't lying, so let's see. Looks like it's working. So, what can I say in the end? Is the honing rod a good tool? Well, to my opinion, it definitely is. Because the knife is cutting, it cuts clean. Still, can this remove a professional sharpening system aside? Of course not. Why? Simple. Because when we use the honing rod and we straighten the edge with our own hands, we cannot provide the symmetry of the bevel. We are still creating a pretty rough microsaw on the cutting edge, and this kind of sharpening will not last very long, because when we are using a professional sharpening system, we have a result of the next level of quality that could not be achieved with this. Still, it's a great tool to make your knives a bit sharper and do it fast without any excessive efforts at the kitchen, for example. And speaking about the honing rods, my recommendation: do not take anything made of metal, because the results are uncomparable with the honing rods made of ceramic. So, if you like this tool, if you use it, I would be happy to know more about your experience, so please leave your comments down below. Don't forget to press like and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time.